Cool.
Welcome everyone, thank you guys for joining. Tonight we are joined by Skunkworks and the return of Prophet. How you guys doing?
What up? Yeah, good on yourself.
Good man, good.
Yes, good evening.
Hey. Well, I'm excited for this race tonight. Last night we had some epic racing with the AM guys, and
which I totally missed thanks to technical issues.
Went well.
Okay, I just want to quickly run through and see that everyone is on their own tunes.
I did check earlier, it looks like everyone's in the clear.
Behaving.
Oh, K-Tech. Yeah, but that is K-Tech, so it just showed his tune.
Okay, yeah, that's good to go.
Good evening, Betted Zero. Are you ready?
Okay.
The guys have been extremely somber, by the way, in the chat. These semi-pro guys are as cold as ice. I mean, the AM guys were partying yesterday.
They give nothing away.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. These guys are all readied up. I'm going to start the launch.
Fantastic. I'm going to go at the back.
I am going to be in the middle. I'm going to jump on board with Reaper in 4th place.
Okay. I'm on board with Jester, our current leader.
In the championship. I've got
as
we say that, my championship board just came up as well. As you guys can see, we've got Jester, Venom, Yui.
It's all been planned.
Wally, it was, definitely. Super Van Roy, K-Tech, Raccoon, Reaper. And then as soon as it changes over, you guys will see the rest. Okay, so without any issues, I can see everyone is ready to race. And there goes the rest of the championship standings. Okay, start race. Countdown started.
Fantastic.
Earlier than last
Good
night.
Evening, MD4.
I'm happy about this.
Welcome on board, guys.
We've got the Saint already happy here. Is rooting for Aister. Aister finding himself down in 12th place in the standings, so he needs to get a good result. And the race is on its way. Already seeing a good battle between
Aister's got a good start though.
Lightrex.
Backed out there.
Lightrex are trying to get past Reaper here, but Reaper having a good start, going from 4th to 2nd.
I'm going to jump on board there.
And we've got Lightrex on the inside. Oh, K-Tech in the middle between Reaper and Lightrex. Ooh, some excellent racing happening here.
Lightrex going for first. No,
yeah, K-Tech now finding himself in 3rd place. Lightrex in 2nd.
Slight contact there. They're all evenly matched at this stage. These guys have been practicing in ghost mode, so this is the first time they've had contact.
Oh, Reaper trying the outside of K-Tech, and we still got Lightrex on the inside of
Lightrex.
And he loses it. He lost it. Oh my word! That is no, I think he just lost it. He was too quickly on the throttle there. Back on board with Reaper, and a bit of contact between Reaper and Remington, teammates.
Only a couple €100,000 in damage.
And we've got Skommeltolly behind Remington in the chat here. So welcome aboard, Skommeltolly.
We've got a great shot of all the action here at the back with Wally. So Light Rex is now at the back. But it seems like UV and F50 are picking up all the pieces.
I want Aister to do well because he's driving my favourite car.
Ooh, what's he in?
The Pagani.
He's in the Vulcan.
The
Pagani, yes, of course. Yes.
Well, so far he's pulling away from K-Tech in 2nd place. K-Tech doing well. Oh, K-Tech dropping down to 3rd now. Let's see what this Vulcan does.
Well as well.
Yeah, this Vulcan is brilliant around this track. Both running a bit wide.
Jester's there though.
We've got some cheers for Team CBI in the chat here, MD4.
Nice. We've got K-Tech now down to 5th place from 3rd, finding himself behind Reaper and under attack from Super Van Roy. Oh, Super Van Roy on the inside!
On the inside.
Oh,
K-Tech.
K-Tech. Yeah, K-Tech going off track there. There's a bit of contact there, but it was side by side. So, and Lightrex now
looks like
he's going to go.
He's doing on the inside. There
but will he have the speed on the exit though? Because he took a very tight line. He's keeping his speed, so that's
he's
good.
holding it, yeah. Full defense mode.
Well, he's putting some pressure on Yui as well.
Well, I'm going to jump on board the front runners again. Let's see what's happening. Oh, Remington finding himself in 1st place ahead of Jester. And then we've got Reaper in 3rd. Venom.
Reaper was saying earlier, sorry, that Remington's doing 44s consistent yesterday, so he's got the pace to hold that.
Oh, that's good. Oh, and we've got some action at the back. It looks like Venom going very wide.
Ooh,
Yui.
and Yui right next to each
Oh, and Lightrex also there.
Oh, and that Lightrex is back on them. Oh, my word.
Oh, this is some interesting racing. I want to see what's happening at the front between Jester and Remington. Remington hoping his connection issues are sorted out. He's been doing a lot of testing.
Has he made his way to Faber now?
Yes, he has been on Fiber for 2 races now.
Nice.
But he's been disconnected from the last one in the
so
wet
nice.
Silverstone.
Nicely
Yes.
held by Volley there.
So he's been testing ever since that race and trying to make sure his connection holds. And it's strange how certain people get disconnected from certain games. I had a chat with my brother earlier the week, and the week's only 2 days old anyway, and my brother's been saying it's strange how he can be in a lobby for 2 to 3 hours in Forza, but the minute he swaps over to Project Cars, he can only stay in the lobby for about half an hour or so.
Yeah, that is
Oh.
strange. I find this some sort of
Okay, so
connection.
now we've got the truth about why is Remington finding himself at the front. Aister disconnected.
Oh. I was actually
That
wondering
is-
what happened to Ace, though.
Yes.
Had a collision at the back as well
Oh.
between Lightrex and K-Tech, I think it was. Oof.
Oh, that is unfortunate. The
Ace is not going
Saints.
to be happy with that. Yeah.
Yeah, this is now what 2 races that he's also been disconnected, if I remember correctly. And Volley finding himself in 6th place behind Super Van Roy.
Looks like he's got his Ferrari hooked up nicely. He's very quick through the
No, it
first
looks like
corners.
he's doing really well.
Well, for someone that needed to change his tune just before the race started, it definitely looks like he's sorted.
Yeah.
And we've
Yui's-
got Yui on the inside.
Got some speed,
Oh,
though.
some under brakes.
Wally's not going to let that go. But
Very
Yui's still on the
close
inside.
racing. Yui's got 6.
599's got the legs in his straight.
Yeah.
Well-
Some aggressive driving there from Yui, so I don't know if he planned that or...
Yui was struggling
He's
a
just
lot
like,
in
"Oh, I'll
Silverstone,
break
so
this."
he would want to jump back. He's finding himself
Yeah.
in 3rd place in the championship standing, so he definitely
right.
wants to keep that going.
Still good, yeah.
Yeah. Promotion territory.
Yes, top 4
We'll
gets
see if they both
promoted.
can work together. Maybe they can catch Super and Roy.
Now, this is now the
I'm
thing.
saying-
If they're going to start battling each other, they're going to slow each other down.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean,
It's
so
definitely
far
different
they've just been, they've just been picking up the pieces so far, so it's worked in their favour. But yeah, if they keep battling, they're going to lose out.
I'm just going to run down
Remington
the
under
order.
45.
Oh,
Ooh, Super Van
Super
Roy
Van Roy
and Wally
and
into the
Wally.
sand at the same time.
Oh.
Lightrex taking the most of that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm going to run
BB.
down the order quickly. We've got K-Tech running in 9th place. And then we've got Lightrex finding himself in 7th. What happened to 8th? Okay, we've got Volley then in 8th place.
Volley in 8th, yeah.
Yes. And Lightrex going wide again. He's currently in 7th place. So him and Volley is actually teammates. You can actually see the car scheme, color schemes is exactly the same. Then we've got Super Van Roy finding himself in 6th place. And Yui has made up some good spots in this last lap. He's now currently in 5th in that Lightning McQueen style Ferrari of his. Then we've got F50
Paint job
Venom.
maybe gave him extra power there.
Most probably. We've got F50 Venom now in 4th place. Now Venom and Yui is actually teammates, so that will be good for their team as well. And then Remington down in 3rd place. Remington's been struggling with the tune, if I remember correctly, from earlier, or chatting with him earlier. So
that's Reaper in 3rd.
So yeah, that you will be definitely glad about being able to stay in 3rd for now, seeing that this track is not very good for this car. I've not seen anyone being able to actually do good laps in this car around this track.
Lightrex is right on the back of Superman Roy.
We've got a few new viewers in tonight, so just to explain, this is the semi-pro group. We have an amateur, semi-pro, and a pro. So the leaderboard standing counts because we have a promotion and relegation system. So I think it's the top 4, am I correct?
Yes.
And the bottom 4?
Well, the top 4, so the bottom 4 of pro gets relegated, but the top 4
of... Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Yeah, so top 4 semi-pro, they'll go up into pro, and then the bottom 4 of pro, they'll go down to semi-pro. So it really matters, the points that they accumulate.
Yes, definitely. We've got Jester now finding himself still in 2nd place.
Lightrex on the inside of Superman Roy, bit of contact into the last corner there.
And it doesn't look like Jester is able to catch up to Remington that's at the front, and we've got Skommeltolly still all the way behind Remington here.
Well, I've just figured out why. If you look closely on Remington's livery, he's got a Union Jack, so, you know, he's bulletproof, basically.
That's true. Well, he stuck to the same livery he did for Silverstone.
And I love it.
He changed a couple of things, like he removed the Silverstone track render that was on the car. He removed that. But other than that, the livery looks pretty much the same.
Yeah, he's got it nicely hooked up through the corners
as well. It's so cool. As I assume him and Yui are the same team because they both got Speed McQueen type liveries.
Oh yeah, you're talking about Venom and Yui.
Yeah.
Yes, they are
that
the
is
same
awesome,
team.
man. That's really cool.
Yeah, that is super cool.
Go jump on board with Reaper, see how he's doing.
Jester has closed the gap.
3rd.
He's in 3rd, yeah.
Jester has closed the gap to Remington in 1st, so Remington just needs to focus again. Make sure he's running the lines that he wants to run. And Jester doing everything to try and close down. Oh, he's on the back of him going into the main straight now.
Ferrari should have the legs, I believe. Oh, bit of contact with
it's very
Aston.
close.
Very stable.
Oh no, actually the Aston has got legs over the Ferrari going over
When does that happen?
over the start-finish line. Maybe it's the acceleration of the Aston Martin that comes into play there, because you could see it to the end of the straight. You could see the Ferrari closing the gap again.
Both cars looking really stable though.
Yes, definitely. These guys have been putting in the laps around this track.
I'm giving Reaper the full Hollywood cameras at the moment.
I'm going to jump down the order again a bit. I'm going to see if there's anyone in a battle currently. So Jester doing a 44.5 lap time, which is extremely fast.
Now, when's our first pit window? Is it lap 9?
I need to check quickly.
Yeah.
I checked before the race started and I forgot about it.
Yeah, but there are 3 mandatory pits for this race, aren't there?
Yes.
Because the fuel tank on the Ferrari is not so big.
Yeah, unfortunately. While I am on board with... Oh no, who are we losing?
Doesn't look good.
Oh no.
No.
Who's that?
Who is it? I don't see anyone. I don't see any movement. It's just
It's just been lag.
Yeah, I think it was a bit of lag. I'm going to jump on board with the front guys again. I see the gap is very close.
Contact with Jester and Remington.
Venom is catching
Reaper
these two are very, very quickly.
Well, the two at the front is in a battle currently, giving each other some love taps. FaZe, thank you so much for the follow, man. Welcome to the cold side of the things.
The madhouse.
Helping the world get cooler, ice cube at a time.
I like it.
One ice cube at a time. I'm trying to speak too fast here. I've got some good action here between.
You need to put your talking teeth in.
Exactly. Remington and Jester going at it. Jester on the inside of Remington now. And he's got the
Venom
job.
looking to make a move.
He's got the job done. Let's see if Remington can get back. Tali, how are you doing, man? Thank you for joining.
Very, very close by Venom though. Reaper's doing a good job of defending. Oh my god, that thing moves. You know, that through the corners, but that Lycan takes off.
Well, I'm looking at Remington still. He is still finding himself behind
Jester.
Behind Jester, but he's going to try and go for the... No, he's not going to try and go for the move, but he had the brakes going there.
Jester running wide.
Jester, yes. Let's see, come on. Give us a fight worthy of viewing.
Vulcan is looking like quite a cool car, though.
It does. I really love
it's a
how
strange
it
look.
looks
I don't know. It's like a face that the mother can love type thing.
I don't know. I kind of like it.
It's got a face for radio.
Face for radio.
That's
Okay, so Pits has actually opened lap 7. It's open till lap 9. Let's see what happens here. These guys need to go into the pits in the next time around. So yeah,
interesting to see if they go in the pits at the same time, like as close as they are now, and see if it makes a difference with their positions.
Well, it actually sometimes it does make a difference. I've seen guys actually pit right behind me and come out in front of me.
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
It actually happened in one of the GT3 races to the end of last year with the Mir 9 car.
The gap that Lycan pulls on the Ferrari is just ridiculous.
Okay, so
F50 Venom has just seen that Lycan disappear on the straight.
Well, we've
That's
got
Jester
just pulling a gap now on Remington. Remington needs to start focusing again because Jester is definitely pulling away at the front. Just a bit of information here of FaZe. He says he is watching with his dad. His dad is batted 0. Well,
oh, fantastic.
Can't wait to see you join your dad in racing, man. We've got Skommel saying here that British Bulldog is going to chomp that stallion's ass.
You know it.
Well, that's what we're hoping for between Jester and Remington. Is a good fight. But at this stage, Remington is dropping down. And it seems, yep, both of them going into the pits, I believe. Yes, both of them into the pits.
Yeah. We'll keep an eye on that gap.
Reaper also into
Light
the
Rex and UV going wide.
Venom into the pits. I think everyone is going into the pits right now. Yeah, Volley
Very
as
interesting
well.
because Light Rex has been in the pits, so watch
Are you
from
sure?
Light Rex.
Yeah, okay, I can see the gap between Volley and Light Rex is quite big. So let's see where Light Rex comes out when the rest of the guys exit the pits.
It's only heading towards the second last corner now.
The final corner now. Let's see what happens. Light Rex on the straights.
I think he's going to need the nitrous buttons.
He's definitely passing Volley, I believe.
Yeah,
yes, he passed Volley. And it's only Volley he got past. Finding himself in fifth, but he's not too far.
Ooh, he's right on the back of Venom by the looks of it.
No, he's actually overtaken Yui as well. Oh no, Yui was behind him. It was just Volley. Okay.
Yeah, no, he's been chasing him for a couple of laps, but the gap's just opened up in the last half a lap.
Yes.
Oh, who's Light Rex on to now?
On the back of Venom.
Venom.
F50 Venom.
Right,
yeah.
okay.
And Reaper is also not too far in front of these two, so Light Rex is looking at a very good third place if he can finish well. If he can keep that pace going.
Now, he's one of the guys that was promoted, or qualified from AM into semi-pro. So this is his first series, isn't it, in semi-pro?
Yes, that is correct. He did a good job last time around, and with the previous series in the AM group. Had some unfortunate disconnections and so on, but he finished very well.
No, every race I've seen him, he gives a good account of himself.
Yes, and he improves race by race as well. Sally, thank you very much, man. I really appreciate that. It's been a bit of work going in, and it's good to see that you guys are finding the fine lines there, that you guys are actually seeing it. So we really appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sally just
our marriages are falling apart, but it's all worth it.
As long as you guys are happy.
And we've got Remington on the inside of Jester coming into the first corner. Side by side, second corner. Woo! There's some close racing happening here.
Got Rex that is also past F50 Venom.
Yeah.
I want to move down to different battles as well, but this battle is just intriguing.
Well, I'm on board with like Rex at the moment. I want to see if Yuvi can make a move, because he's threatening to. He's definitely got the pace.
Remington keeping it tight on the apex. Using every bit of track that he can. If he can get in front of Jester again, that will definitely help him.
Oh, we've got Sully giving some love there. Come on, Hank.
Yeah, and saying, come on, Hank. Good. I'm going to quickly focus on top, who is also close to each other. We've got Superman Roy, also not too far behind K-Tech. I'm quickly going to jump on board with that. Oh, Remington almost losing it into the hairpin.
Still pushing hard, I think.
Let's see, Superman Roy.
Looks like Light Rex is also catching Reaper, though.
These guys are actually
still holding third, though, isn't
close
to
each other.
Job. This is the slow part for the Lycan. As soon as you come back onto the straight, you just watch him disappear. I'm on board with Light Rex now, so I'm going to watch him disappear into the horizon.
We've got MD4 here saying, go Jester, yeah boy. We've got some love for everyone around here, it's good.
Here
see
we go.
These guys battling it out. Volley still currently in 7th place. 7th, 8th and 9th is separated by like 4 seconds. And we've got Super Van Roy actually looking to overtake K-Tech here. Let's see, going into the first corner. Less than a second behind. This is what we call in Formula 1 the DRS zone.
I tell you what, Light Rex has caught him much quicker this time, so he could actually make a move.
So
he might make a move by the end of this now.
Jester has opened up a almost 3-second gap over Remington, and Super Van Roy drifting into turn number 4. Coming down to turn number 5, definitely closing the gap.
Ferraris just look a lot more like they enjoy this track.
Well, it's a handling track, so
the
handling aspect is definitely coming.
They struggled a little bit with
right
there.
The thing with, I think what the Ferrari is enjoying. Hazy, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Ice Cube Club. Making the world cooler, one ice cube at a time.
On the inside. Oh, don't.
I want to see what's happening there.
And there goes Reaper again. Yeah.
And he's gone.
The Lycan is
See you
going.
next lap.
Ooh, this is a close battle between these two. And the funny thing about this is with those two battling, it should actually get Venom closer to them, but it seems that their fighting is actually pulling a gap between the rest of them.
Look at this.
I'm checking from Venom's side. I'm going to jump on board with Venom and check if I can see the battle in front. You guys can definitely see how close Lightrex and Reaper is to each other. Lightrex on the outside.
Right there.
Is he going to go for it?
Gonna try swing
Turn it on the inside.
Yeah.
He's got it. No, he doesn't.
He didn't get the drive. Look at the Lycan again. Unbelievable.
The Lycan's
Lycan's
corner
great
exit
for
is just...
acceleration, but the brakes are a problem.
Yui's struggling a bit with some oversteer here. Oh, and Lightrex also losing it a bit. No, I'm definitely...
Lightrex gonna have to make a move before this final start, or final straight, you know.
Well, let's be honest. I mean, this is a bogey track for Reaper, isn't it? So he's doing an outstanding job in third place right now.
Scommel saying he's Aston has got a surprise for the pro group. Well,
It looks like.
I can tell you this, Scommel, that this time I won't be close to you. I am not getting this track under my wings, so good luck with that, man. Get some points off the top guys.
Jester's Venom's lurking there in the distance.
He definitely wants these two guys to battle it out so he can close the gap. So we still got Super Van Roy behind K-Tech. He definitely closed the gap, and in the last lap I think he made a couple of silly mistakes. It's definitely cost him time, because now he's over 2 seconds, or over 1 second behind K-Tech, 1.5 seconds.
Well, they're going to be thinking about the second pit stop now, aren't they, these guys? It's just
It's second. I'm just quickly checking up. It looks like... Why is my stream lagging?
It's those C cables, I tell you.
Unbelievable.
No, it's actually on OBS.
They're even close at the back.
Looks fine. Perfect.
K-Tech and Wally seem quite close.
That was very strange from the stream there.
Scommel, I'm overcoming 6th. That's it. P1 or nothing.
It's his lucky number.
Yeah.
Or unlucky number, depending which way you look at it.
What Jester is doing in front. Jester is now definitely...
F50, they're right there. F50 Venom, Lightrex on the back of Reaper.
Right.
Jester has got
Reaper
the
should get in front though.
bit between his teeth now. He's opened up a very good gap over Remington. Remington still doing good in second place. Well, the second pit stop should open the next lap, lap 16.
The heat is on.
Definitely. So we've got Lightrex, Venom, and Reaper battling it out for third place. 2 Ferraris versus a Lycan. I'm actually surprised in how this Lycan is doing on this track. Lightrex going wide again.
Ooh, yeah, he's done that a couple of times now.
Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe it's his gearing.
Oh, wide in the hairpin as well. Well, maybe soon we can have a 4-way battle for third place, because we've got Yui also at the back catching up. Yui currently in 6th place.
F50 Venom's in front of Lightrex, but still behind Reaper. Reaper just managing to... Oh, he's going to run a little wide.
Oh my
I should
word,
get him
look
back
at
in front.
Look at this. Look. And then it's off like a steam.
Yeah.
It's gone.
I think he's lucky. He's so happy he's got all that speed. He can just go defensive for the rest
I
of the
think
lap.
that's one thing that's keeping him in.
I do believe he, it does look like he's getting really bullied by these Italian friends. They really had enough, I think. Ooh, looks
And
like
Lightrix on the
horses.
inside.
Contact there, yeah.
We've got Venom also trying to get
Diving
some
on the
action
inside,
here.
and that actually worked.
Oh, that was good. Well, if Reaper can stick close, he can get down. Oh, Venom
contact
running into
there.
the back of Reaper.
Oh no!
Oh, that's that should hand it
Yuvi, is
over.
that Yuvi?
Yeah,
in the
Yui
background.
on the back of Venom now. Yes.
Oh, he could be picking up
Teammates,
some pieces.
We'll see if there's team orders coming through now.
Let's see what's happening here.
He's right in the back of Venom.
Yeah, he's trying to overtake him now. Let's see if Reaper can get close to. No, I think the gap between Reaper and Lightrix is too big for the straight to actually pull back.
No, there's not that much of a difference.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, no, Lightrix is gone now. So Reaper well defended there for a very long time.
This 599 has got the legs on the FXXK. He's closing in on F50 Venom here, Yuvi.
Quickly jumping on board, yeah. Well, not quick enough, it seems. Jester still finding himself in first place. We've got Super Van Roy into the pits.
Right, so pit window's open.
Yes, lap 16, 17 and 18. The next lap is last lap for the guys to actually pit. Remington still doing a good job in second place. He's not catching up to Jester, but he's at least staying around on
Holding
pace.
firm.
Yeah, he's doing lap after lap, same lap time, so very consistent driving there. Let's see if Lightrix can actually catch up to.
Well, it's only
Remington.
because of an early incident that he ended up at the back of the field, so he's actually worked his way through the whole field to be where he is right now.
Yes. No, he's done a couple of silly mistakes going off track.
Right, Yuvi's going into the pits.
So Lightrix is currently 11 seconds behind
And Reaper.
Remington. Yeah, Volley is now down into 5th place.
So he's gained 2 positions then.
Well, you still need to pit for your second time, so
Right.
yeah. Him and Venom. K-Tech also needs to pit still. K-Tech now down to 6th place with a pit stop still to come.
Right, so we're going to have to wait until, what, lap 20 just to see the actual positions on track.
Yeah, well, yeah, lap 20 should be the best indication.
Yeah.
Okay, so just into the pits. Remington should follow. Yes, Remington also into the pits. See, Lightrix coming around the final corner. Or final chicane, also heading into the pits.
Yeah, Venom's just going in.
Skunkworks using his emote in the chat.
You know
cool
it.
as ice. I like it.
Personal touch.
Here we go.
Okay, so everyone should have either been in the pits.
We've got a contact
or
there.
pit.
Wally and
board
Madre's
with-
crashing right into each other there.
I'm on board with Reaper now as he exits the final corner. He's currently in 7th place. I want to see where he ends up after he
The light
goes
Rex is
through.
out. Wally is almost out. Or is it F50? I think it's F50 actually.
Okay, so Reaper finding himself. Oh, Venom almost taking Reaper on the pit exit. Venom is still right behind Reaper. That was a very close one there. Light Rex with a 1
See if
minute
Reaper can hold on.
44.3. Fastest
Good
lap.
time
That's
that. Yeah.
Excellent times from these guys.
Yeah, they're definitely putting pressure on the pro boys.
Oh yes, for sure. There's some pros that's still not even in the 1 minute 45s.
You'll get it right, man.
Oh, we've got Venom on the inside of Reaper. Oh, that pull away of the Lycan is just too good
I think it's like a saving grace for Reaper at the moment.
at this stage,
Yeah.
yes.
More like hyper speed than hyper sport.
Oh,
Ooh,
bit of a
sideways there.
bit of sideways action. But I have to say the one that lost out in this pit window was Yui, because he was right on the back of his teammate Venom, and he's just dropped down now.
It's not too far off. We might catch if they carry on battling there. Let's see if the Lycan gets a good run. Yeah, it looks like a good run.
Yeah, Yui is currently
Engaging
2
hyperspeed
seconds
at the moment.
behind Venom, and you can definitely see
Well, for
that
the-
gap increasing.
Yeah, for the team CBR guys, Jess is running away at the front. He's got it all to himself now.
Yes.
5 second gap is really strong.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
His to lose.
Remington was putting up a huge battle in the beginning. And since Jester's overtaken him, he's just been putting in consistent laps and just making sure he can grab that second place.
It's good points.
Vulcan's
there.
nice around there. Yeah.
Definitely.
And he needs it because he got DC'd for the first couple of races and he didn't deserve that. I think he was leading
Yeah.
the first race, wasn't he, when he DC'd?
No, he was finding himself in second place.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yes, when he disconnected. And the previous race, he was up there. I think he was in third place.
Yeah.
And so far, the
They
only
like Rex. He's got a nice gap as well to fourth.
Ezekiel asking in the chat, imagine the cost of running a real life Lycan race car.
Yeah, oh, jeez. Diamonds in its headlights. Every incident, it costs you about, God
Yeah.
knows, what would it cost?
Well,
New set of diamond headlights, please.
it takes me back, was it 2006 where the F1 Red Bull team was running diamonds in the car for the Monaco race.
Jeez.
And they actually they got an incident and the diamonds disappeared.
I can imagine, yeah.
I think it was
here in South Africa.
The car
I mean,
crashes
it's a
on
red truck.
people usually run for
Yeah.
carbon fiber, and you're running for diamonds. Like, yeah.
But yeah, one diamond was worth $300,000.
Oh, I can see. Yeah.
And they had two on
Definitely the
each
reason why
car.
it disappeared.
So that's what's that? $1.2 million worth of diamonds, and both cars didn't finish the race. Both was
Yes.
involved in incidents. So yeah, I think it was 2006.
Was there any explanation why they needed the diamonds?
It was, you know,
flashy.
Red Bull. Red Bull normally does these special liveries for some movies that comes out. So the
Yes.
movie that came out was the Ocean's 11 franchise. I think it was the second one, Ocean's 12, or it was the first one. I can't remember, but it was one of those two movies that they did the livery, special livery for. And the movie was about a diamond heist.
And they use real diamonds, of
And
course.
they used real diamonds in the car. Well, that's the story that's going around, so we will never know the truth, eh? The truth is out. Okay, let's see. Well, we've still got
He's on the back
Jester.
of Reaper.
Well, this battle's been
Balls.
ongoing for a while now, and you can see
It's
as
like a
soon as,
repeat
Just
of
gets
Light
close
Race.
and then loses it. Yeah.
as soon as they get to the straights, a Reaper pulls away. When they get to the corners again, then you can see Venom's on the back of him. I think for Reaper to go down, I think Venom and Yui needs to work together. They need to get Yui to battle it with Reaper, because Yui's top end is a bit better than Venom's top end. So maybe if
Yes.
Yui can stick to Reaper down the main straight, he can maybe snuck it up with the inside. Bit of contact, pushing Reaper wide.
F50's waiting. This will bring
Yeah,
Yuvi
that's
into
good.
play, though.
Yeah, because if they can do that and Yui can get in front of Reaper, then you can see Yui slowing down Reaper enough for Venom to actually get past. Bit of teamwork there, but we'll have to see if they can get that working for them.
Well, ideally, F50 wants to get in front of Reaper and try and hold him up to bring UV into play.
The problem with F50 Venom, as soon as he gets in front, he won't be able to slow down Reaper, because when he gets to the straight, Reaper's just going to pull out from the slipstream and overtake him.
Yeah.
The Yui is definitely liking this battle. I'm going to jump on board with Yui, and I'm going to jump on the nose cam as we get close to the two in front here. The Reaper using as much as of the track as possible.
I think he's going to be really on the defensive now. 2 Ferraris behind him.
Well, there's the team order coming in. Yui coming past. I was on board
was
with
allowed to
that
pounce.
action. Let's see.
What a great move.
Yeah, that was a very good move. It looked like he was going to overshoot the corner, but yeah. I wonder if these two is not listening to the stream here, listening to my tactics that I'm giving away.
Yeah, they're trying something else.
Nuggets of gold you're dropping.
I don't think they.
He's doing everything to avoid contact, though.
Yeah,
Well, you don't want to take out your own teammates, eh? That's the
no, definitely not.
the no-go rule of
they are
any
in
racing
Any
sport.
motorsport, yeah.
Oh, that was a low blow, Gary. That was a low blow. I'll remember that the next time Hamilton and his teammate take each other out again. Remember this track a couple of years ago? Was it
Yeah.
2016?
Bottas, by the way, is looking extremely quick. Did you see the testing?
No, the only
Pre-season
thing that
testing.
everyone has been seeing about the testing is Merck's dash system. That's the only
Oh,
thing that's
yeah.
been going around.
Genius.
in
It's absolute
testing.
genius.
It is. It's magnificent.
Well, it was.
I hope they don't
can't
ban
use
that.
it.
I
I think it's already been banned. Yeah.
Well, they've already come out and said it's banned for the 2021 season under the new regulations. So they're still speculating about this season. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of work to get it banned. The thing is, those cars are so sensitive, and everything is so connected with the suspension. And by changing the toe, they're speculating that it actually is work on the suspension. So if that's the case, then they're going to ban it.
Rather than just the steering.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, there's still a lot of speculation, so we'll see.
Trying to find the loophole,
It could be one of Merck's trump cards that they're using, like, listen here, let's get everyone focusing on this during testing and get them off the focus of the real pace of the car, you know, and then comes
I thought
Australia.
I thought it was funny they chose, yeah.
Then they don't use the DAS system in Australia, then it would be funny. But you were saying?
No, but I thought it was funny because they chose to rebuild the car from scratch. Like they've redone the front, middle, and the back part of the car when they've got the completely new rules next year. I thought they would have just stuck with the car they had, improved it slightly, and then gone completely different next year.
Well,
I think they've got the budget, so
yeah.
may as well use
I
it.
think everyone was already. Well, if you look at the top 3, or let's say the top 4 teams, has definitely stopped. Well, they didn't stop.
Venom in the pits.
Oh yeah,
Sorry,
it's pit times again.
Gonna try the undercut.
I don't think the teams actually stopped developing for the next season's car just because the season afterwards the regulations change. I think with the teams with the budgets they have, they've got enough people to actually still develop on the current car and already work on the next car as well.
Right. So the loaded.
Yeah, well, if you look at Ferrari, Merck,
McLaren,
McLaren, Red Bull, the money is definitely. And now with Aston Martin being involved with the Force India guys, or they're called now the Racing Point.
Racing Point.
I mean, Racing Point is running the same spec of downforce and stuff as the Merck currently. So they could also be they could also be a threat.
I just hope it's a good season though.
That's what everyone is hoping for. We want a 2010 season again.
We have a 44.3 from Jester, which is an outstanding time.
Some of these guys are extremely fast around this track.
It's like a full second faster than my fastest lap.
In the liking.
Well,
yeah.
You've been doing a lot of TT, so we'll excuse you for that. Yui went into the pits and he's finding himself now behind Super Van Roy.
Yeah, him and F50 Venom have gone in already, so it's just now to see where everyone starts coming out. You know?
Light Rex is choosing to stay out as long as possible, so he's currently in P1. Obviously,
Yui getting past Super Van Roy now.
Reaper's still going, so Reaper's going to choose to pit at a later stage.
Okay, take into the pit wall as he enters the pit. Volley still staying out.
I don't think Reaper can afford any mistakes if he wants to stay in front of Venom though by the time he comes out the pits.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got to
literally have a perfect
Well,
lap,
if I was Reaper, I would have pitted the lap directly after Venom, just because
so don't
now
give him time to catch.
because Venom has got now 2 laps to actually close that gap or even get past Reaper. See what happens. Yeah, I think pit ends this lap, so
Yeah,
guys
so
need
Light
to
Rex
go
needs
into
to go in.
Yeah, everyone needs to. The guys who haven't pitted.
It means Reaper's going to go in. Wally's probably going to go in. And Remington, I think. It's only a 25-second gap between Reaper and Remington, so it's not
There
too
we go.
much.
Light Rex has gone in. Okay, we're on board with Jester now. How's he looking? Oh, yeah, he's got a nice gap.
Oh, Remington behind Volley. Volley needs to
Reaper's
pit now.
in.
Volley also into the pits.
Gonna jump onto Venom and see what's going on.
Remington now into second place.
Venom's into the final chicane.
So what do you guys at home think then? Top three, I think Jester may have sealed P1, but who's going to take P2 and P3?
Now Jester will definitely... Well, P2 is also Remington.
I think
definitely.
Remington also, yeah.
Well, the gap between Lightrex and Remington is now 7 seconds with 7 laps to go. So if Lightrex can be a second a lap faster, you can definitely catch him to the end of the race.
He's definitely the man on the move.
Reaper and Venom.
Venom's right on the back.
Yo. That was very close for Reaper.
I think Reaper's going to be the one that's working the hardest tonight. Because he's literally had to defend against almost everyone.
Well, if he can pull off a 4th place, that will be good for him.
No, he'll definitely be able to that.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, we were doing practice tonight. He says he wasn't too happy with the setup. And he was still struggling a bit. But I mean, 4th place is good.
As I say, this is bogey track, isn't it? So it's just about getting his maximum points, and then when it comes to the faster tracks, he has to do his thing. I think we've still got Magello coming up. Am I correct? And Kota.
Yes.
So
Kota is a very different track because it's got a bit of everything. You've got your low-speed corners, and then you've got your very long straights as well. So. Kota's going to be a difficult
first chicane. Yeah, you can power through the rest.
Yeah. The Magello is all about those long corners, long fast corners.
A well-balanced setup.
Yeah.
You can't have too much aero because obviously you've got the straight, so you want to get as much top
that's
as you can.
where I'm actually lucky with the Regera there. Because I'm getting over 320 km per hour very easily, even if I'm running full aero.
Yeah. Well, these Ferraris are going to get chewed up, though.
Well, it's up to these Ferraris to get the gap during the corners. Yeah. It looks like Venom is settling for 5th place now. And just another spanner in the works is that Kota will be at night.
Ooh.
And I believe it's the
next
next track.
Nice on stream.
Doesn't Aston Martin have headlights?
I think it does.
LEDs.
I think it does. Well, he needs to brighten up his screen then if he wants to race.
Full brightness.
It will look like daylight in the race. Running through the order again quickly. We've got Jester running in 1st place with a nice gap between himself and 2nd place. 2nd place is currently Remington in the Aston Martin. Now Remington needs to be wary here because it definitely looks like Lightrex is closing the gap on him. Okay, no, actually not. So the gap has actually gone the other way around. The gap is now 15 seconds.
Ooh.
I wonder if Lightrex didn't make a mistake because it definitely looked like he was closing the gap.
Yeah, no, it looked like he was closing.
And then we've got the epic.
Must be an error, yeah.
Then we've got the epic battle between Reaper and Venom here for 4th place. But it seems both these guys are settled for 4th and 5th.
Anything can happen in 5. Venom's gone extremely wide there. I wonder why.
And then we've got Yui in 6th place, and guess who's right behind Yui?
Who was it? Volley?
We've got Volley chasing down Yui for 6th place.
Fantastic. They're both doing 145s. K-Tech 146.1, Supervan Roy 146.4.
Oh,
Didn't see after that.
Volley definitely improving as this race goes on. This is an epic battle. Oh, Volley almost losing it. I wonder if there was contact there between Volley and Yui. Because Yui found himself in the in the kitty litter there. So Volley now up to 6th place. Look at K-Tech now currently still in 8th place with Super Van Roy behind him.
I think it's battle between Reaper and Venom's going to go all the way to the end of the race.
It should, yes.
Unless one of them makes a mistake, I think it's literally going to be close.
It's a
Reaper's now going to
concertina.
extend the game. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Venom just can't get close enough before the end of the game.
Well, I can tell you this, Volley would want them to battle it out and slow each other down. Because he's definitely on the move now.
Definitely. 5-second gap now, so we'll just keep an eye on that.
I think it might be too big though for 4 laps. I could be wrong.
We'll see now. It's 4.8. Just coming down. 4.7 just before it changed over again.
The racing has been super close though. I mean, this is excellent because we've got quite a variety of different manufacturers, and yeah, no one's really pulled away. I mean, apart from
I'm surprised
Jess,
there's no
obviously,
Lamborghinis in the semi-pros.
Yeah,
that's also true. Yeah, there's no Veninos.
I think there has been guys in the Veninos.
In semi-pro?
Yeah, I think on the first race there was 1 or 2.
Maybe one of the absentee guys.
What's Flash? No, Flash is in Ferrari also, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Reaper manages to hold on to another one.
This battle between these two is
so close.
Epic.
The drive through that last corner is everything.
Yeah.
As soon as Venom thinks he's close enough for overtake, then Reaper just unleashes that beast on the straights. Super Van Roy running a bit wide in the third last corner.
Yeah, still so much heartbreak for Easter though.
Yes,
leading the race.
And being the only one that disconnected from the race with 3 laps to go, that is...
And representing the love of my life for Pagani. It's not meant to be.
Don't lie, TT is now the new love of your life.
Yeah. The way we argue, you would say that.
That's a good one. Oh my word. So we've got Yui now 2 seconds behind Volley still. Let's see, Volley's managing the gap, is still 4.8 seconds behind 4th and 5th place.
I'm going to give some love to Jester just for a lap or two. Well, until the end, why not? He's got plenty of support out there.
Why not, yes. Venom is definitely trying to chase down and doing everything he can on Reaper.
Catalunya is a great track. I think it brings out the best racing in everyone. No one, I haven't heard anybody complain about this track like we had with Nürburgring.
No, I was complaining about this track. You haven't listened. That's the only thing.
Yeah, well, I don't listen to you. I mean,
no, I actually do love this track. It's just you need to be in the right car, and I still don't think the Regera is the right car for this track.
Mm. It was a gamble, but so far it is paying off. You've been in the points.
Well, I've been. The first race I was finding myself in 7th place. And then second race, a surprising fourth after a couple of good battles. So yeah, I didn't expect that. So I'm not expecting anything for this one because I'm already between 3 and 4 seconds down the rest of the guys. But yeah, anything can happen, eh? A huge accident at the beginning and put me right up there.
We've seen everything by now. Yeah.
I think the worst drawback of the Regera is the pull away. If the start could have been a bit faster, it could work. But I go from first on the grid to dead last in a couple of seconds.
Is it that bad?
It's really bad. If you just look at the previous race at Silverstone, I think I was like 4th on the grid, and by the first corner I was dead last. Yes. And it was only thanks to Sully going off track that I actually gained a couple of spots. And then it was...
Is there no gearing adjustment? You can't increase the acceleration?
You can't change anything on the gearing, so that is... Yeah, that's quite bad. And we've got Reaper touching the grass here. That's going to get Venom closer to him. Remington now 10 seconds behind Jester. I want to jump on board with Remington, give him some love as well.
Absolutely, they deserve it. Cracking race.
Well,
because you remember, Jester started at the back on the starting grid itself.
Yes.
And it looks like he will be in the next race as well.
Yeah, well, if he stays at the front, he will increase his lead over everyone else. Remington has definitely got this car hooked up. It's turning in nicely.
And it looks so good.
It does. The Union flag and everything. Really good. Heading up to the first corner. Gonna bring up the stats here. Going in second gear through corner number 4.
F50 Venom's definitely fallen off the back of Reaper though.
Yeah, I think he's just settling for 5th place now. Well, Volley is only 2 seconds behind him with on the last lap.
So you can't relax too much. If he looks back, he'll probably get a fright.
Remington has got a very long second gear. Goes up to almost 170 k's per hour before he changed to 3rd.
Well, I see Jester's got the 3rd gear corners geared into 2nd, and it's working for him.
And same with Remington.
Maybe that's the trick to the track then.
There we go.
Well,
guys.
I can't change anything, so I'll be sticking in my 1st gear the whole race through.
And here you go for the win.
Is it no race gearbox today?
No, unfortunately not. Nothing. Okay, Remington crossing the line in 2nd place. Well driven. His first race that he's completing.
Fantastic.
He should be celebrating that.
Well done, man. We'll have the champagne on ice.
And we've got Light Rex crossing the line 3rd.
Hard for. Oh no, he's waiting. He's waiting. Who's he waiting for?
There he crosses the line. He was just showing off.
Just trying to give us a heart attack. Yeah.
There we go. Well
Maybe
done,
he's watching the stream and he's like, watch this.
Okay, Remington, Reaper in 4th place, wild drive.
F50 5th.
He did a very good drive to defend.
Wally also 6th, and I think Yui brought him 7th.
Yeah, Yui 7th. And we've got K-Tech coming around in 8th place, crossing the line now. Well done to these guys. Super Van Roy about to finish as well. Coming into the final sector now. Chicane. Dropping down into the final corner on the main straight.
Flooring it down straight.
I have to say, these guys did an epic job with the liveries, and he crosses the line in 9th place. And the only guy that disconnected from the race was Aister. Well done to the top guys there. Jester with another win. Remington finally finishing a race in 2nd place. And Lightrex in 3rd. Well done, guys. Phew, that was some epic racing at times. Freaking hell. Reaper had us on the edge of our seats here.
Often.
Yeah, that was close. And I think he can thank the cars pull away for everything that he's accomplished.
I think he'll be happy with his car choice for this race.
Definitely. Definitely. He did a good job.
That was really cool. Yeah. Excellent racing there.
Definitely.
Really cool.
Well, guys, thank you so much for joining tonight, and hope you guys have got an excellent evening further, or what's left of it.
What's left of it, yeah.
We've got the pro guys lined up for next week, Monday, am I correct?
Yes, Monday night, the pro guys. Well, Thursday is some Formula 1 action again. Then Monday night
and
is
track days.
Oh yeah, track days also happening on Thursday night. That's correct.
That's coming up this Thursday.
Yes, and then Monday night we've got the pros, and then Tuesday night we've got the SSR. Yes, so it's some excellent racing coming ahead. Yeah.
So if you've heard something, you're interested, go and check us out on Facebook. Give us a follow, like, subscribe, do the whole tootie, and get involved.
Yes.
There we go.
Please. Thank you, guys, and. From myself, Rowan and Gary, enjoy the rest of the evening.
Cheers, guys.